First, Amy wrote, we recently saw Brock and Pillman tag on AEW Dark. How does Arn feel about this pairing, and will we see more? I personally love seeing this pair wrestle together.
It is a work in progress, and I hope so. I think there's just enough. There's so much difference in their style, look, everything, the way they approach things. My experience is some of the best teams in history, the guys were completely different. And I think this is one of those situations. I think Brian's untapped. He is a little bit of a loose cannon, if you've ever talked to him. How much of that is Brian or Brian's dad filtering himself, into his brain? But we're going to give it a run. We're going to give it a try because their single careers are going nowhere quickly. We're going to put the brakes on right now.
And I see you're up there cutting promos with them as a team, and that's been fun to hear you back on the mic a little bit too.
Yeah, I just got to be careful. I guess spilling brains on the concrete is probably not a good idea.
No, bring it, Arn. Be that guy. It's okay. Did they ever warn you, or did they say let it rip?
It was an individual deal that day where, we had this promo, and the story was trying to toughen Cody up and let him know that you don't have to be a sugary, sweet person for the audience to accept you. He always wanted to do the right thing. He wanted to set an example for kids. Want pristine baby face. And I'm going, hey, that's great. You'll make a lot of friends. You probably won't make a lot of money because you ain't going to win a lot of matches. Guy thumps you in the nose, kick him in the nuts. It's a real simple formula. And so I didn't have that last piece when we went to the ring to do that promo, and what's going to take this audience and go, what? Did he say what I thought he said?
That's what you did.
And that's what I would do if somebody came up and decided they were going to jerk my car door open and take my vehicle.
Yeah, I love it.
I don't like walking home.
Now, Arn, let me ask you a question, though, getting back to that. And that was that promo. But ever since then, now you're getting up and you guys are doing these promos on Dark and, backstage and stuff. Is there really any direction? Or are you able to say what you want to say and how you want to say it?
Paul, I can say this with no fear of being corrected. There's been some times I was given a bullet point or two, but I don't remember ever being given direction on promos, ever. Nobody's ever came over and said, don't say that. You can't say that. Don't say that. Boom. Here, say this. They just kind of gave me, okay, you got to cover. Here's your opponents. Here's where we are. Here's what you did last time. That's all I would really need,
It's cool to hear that you have that kind of freedom once again. Like you did back in the glory days of the Crockett's when you guys would go out there and just let it rip.
Yeah, I think Tony trusts me, to not go overboard. That one night, to me, if you go back and look at my history of promos, that wasn't overboard. I just hadn't had the opportunity to cut a promo like that in a long time. Go back and look at some of that stuff. A burglar, comes in your window. You don't get a fire hose and squirt him with it. You get up a ball bat and you bash his brains out. I used to say stuff like that all the time.
Yeah.
And it was a different time, different era. You got to be careful what you say these days, but.
Yeah, make sure it's not too hard of a baseball bat. We don't want to hurt people. Yeah. Hey, no, you let it rip, Arn. That's what we love, and we're enjoying it.